If it's fair, I'm not sure. But it is what it is. We end up throwing away 2 points. The first 15 minutes, we should have been 3-0 up, 4-0 up. Half time, we should have been 3-0, 4-0. Game should be over. And you don't. You become casual. You talk about it at half time, and the response is exactly the same. So, for me, 15 minutes of potentially good football, and then the rest was atrocious. Next.
Yeah, we're just talking about it because as much as we're in control, but you could see it can drop anyway. You didn't have that grip.
No, I'm saying the intensity and the energy. You saw it in the first 15 minutes. It was there. Clear for everyone to see. Now, why do you stop? You know?
What would you attribute it to? Is it perhaps early season rust? You guys were in action in the MTN
Too
8.
casual, and maybe life's too easy. Maybe they need to have a bit of a talking, because maybe I'm being too nice.
Coach, another person might have described the game as possibly a game of two halves.
Second half, definitely.
Is there anything, given Ro AM's current troubles in terms of recruitment and being able to put together maybe
I think
a team
you
that
guys
they desire?
put a lot of that into, but us as coaches, what do we talk about? Sustainability, continuity. So maybe they haven't been able to sign players, but there's continuity. Can be more of a threat than signing another 10 players, and now they've got to get used to each other, blah blah blah. Sometimes, so I don't judge that. I don't even look at that. That's administration problems, not football problems.
Coach, you've spoken about the way you've strengthened your team, that now you have more depth than last season. Does it make it, does it make your targets more bigger, than last season or the previous season?
What are my targets? Can you remember my targets from last season?
CAF Champions League, maybe winning a trophy this season?
Our targets is to finish in the top 4. Our targets is to get into CAF. Our targets is to win cup competitions. Hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. How much further can you go when you say that? Isn't that already the pinnacle? So now what are you referring to? I don't,
Another person might suggest that the league is the next one.
The league is the next one, yeah. You want to be competing for the league, obviously. If you want to be in the top 4, you have to be competing for the league. What we can't allow is for Sundowns to walk away with the league the way they've been walking away with the league every single year. So it's not only us as Cape Town City, it's Orlando Pirates, it's Chiefs, it's Super Sport, it's Stellies. We all got to play catch up. They're on another level.
Coach, talking about Sundowns, doesn't the departure of Raleigh gives everyone a hope, because they look so difficult to play against. They were controlling freaks. They used to suffocate him from onset until the game, and now we see Mangube look like more of a patient. We saw against Stellenbosch. It was not the standard that we saw last week. Doesn't that give you
I don't agree with that comment.
Okay.
I don't agree with it, because you're talking about the pressing and the control. There's two different things here. Because the pressing is a defensive action. The control is an offensive action. So you're talking about two very different things, and you're criticizing Manoba incorrectly. If you're going to criticize him, you should be saying there was pressing from Relani, but there's no pressing from Manoba. But to say the one is playing with pressing and the other one's playing with control, that doesn't make sense.
Is there any difference from the team last season to what you've seen this season? Is there any difference to them?
I think so. I still see them being a very, very pressing team. Coaches come with different ideas, different mentalities. But obviously there's certain aspects of how they play that you don't want to change. And I don't think he's changed that. Maybe personnel. And it's about personnel now gelling and getting a better understanding of each other. It doesn't happen overnight. Everybody just assumes, oh, you sign 5, 6 players, tomorrow they're going to click. It doesn't work that way. It takes time, you know. And what does he have there? He has an abundance of talent. And now it's just finding the right combination. And Rolani had that combination from how many years that he was there. You understand? Manoba now has taken over. He has his own ideas. It takes time. I don't think it's fair criticism.
Last question.
Just, Coach, what was the reason of taking off Petro? I mean,
He got the yellow card for so-called faking a penalty. Then he had that challenge that the referee was going to award him a yellow, so he would have been sent off. But the fourth official said no, just warn him. Thank goodness he did that. Then he handballed the ball. It's 38 minutes into the first half. What we don't want is second half. Now we're playing with 10 men. So it has nothing to do with his performance. Had everything to do with the pressure that was on him and the referee. Because any tackle he made next, I can guarantee you, was another yellow. So it had to be done.
And of course, we always talk about Mayo factor not being there. That of course you do miss him, but we didn't see Amadou Soko now still, because I think he played against.
Yeah, he came on.
Yeah.
I understand. Amadou missed 6 weeks, the whole preseason. So Amadou's now, since he's been here, what is he? He's in week 3. So he's not there yet. He's not at that level yet. But I think Prince has been doing really, really well, and he's going to get stronger and stronger, and he's going to be pushing Amadou. And that's the competition, that healthy competition that you want.
Final question, guys. Okay. Release the coach.
Coach, you coming back to Pietermaritzburg, and this is a place where you also tested success, and you coming back, there's no longer Maritzburg United. What's your reaction on that?
Sad. Sad and shocking, to be honest. Yeah.
Thanks, coach.
Thank you.